Today's video is sponsored by Factor. So love is in the air, that's for sure. It's that time of year. The turkeys are all wound up. Me and the hunt man made a sheets run this morning. We saw a couple gobblers, but they are an interesting bird. They're fun to watch. But I'm headed down to the wood yard here, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to get into here. I have an idea. We're going to try it. All right, this is what we're going to do here. I've got this big old nasty looking white pine log right here. Now this one's been sitting down here for a while. I don't have a lot of use for it, and there's not a lot of money in softwoods. You know, like if I were to saw this all into 4/4 lumber, put it on Marketplace, you're probably going to get $1 or $1.25 per board foot if I can sell it, at least in our market around here. I'm going to try a little experiment. I'm going to saw this into some decent sized beams and then take some good pictures of it, come up with a fair price, and put it on Marketplace and see what happens. Maybe kind of create a new market. We'll see. So this log is about 24 inches in diameter. Got a little bad spot right here. I don't think it goes up the log very far, but I kept this side up because over here on the other side, you know, this first slab I'll take off somewheres in here. right, so that didn't take long at all, but I got 4. These are 14 feet long, and they are 7.5 inches by 8 inches. I was hoping to get 8 by 8s. I just couldn't do it out of that log. A little bit of blue stain in here, which some people really like. I don't know if there's a market for this or not, but we're gonna find out. Let's get in the truck and we'll put a price tag on these. So today's video is sponsored by Factor. What is Factor? Well, first and foremost, it's what I'm having for dinner. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. With Factor, you don't have to stress over meal planning. You can skip the grocery stores, prep work, cooking, and cleanup. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. They have over 35 meals to choose from each week. You can also skip the takeout because Factor meals are cheaper and way more delicious. Chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals, and they're ready to eat in just a couple minutes. As you know, we stay busy all the time and we have an ever-changing schedule, and that is where Factor really shines for us. For example, this evening, Melissa, she's out and about somewhere. Hunter and I are going to have some delicious Factor meals right here at home. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50OWTM to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50OWTM at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. All right, 2 reasons we got in the truck. Number 1, it's real windy, but more importantly, it's very cold out there. It's like 42, 44 degrees and windy. I am ready for warmer temperatures. But let's do some math here. Those things are 14 feet long, so 168 inches. They're actually a little longer than that. Let's do times 7.5 divided by 144. That's 8.75 board feet per inch. 8 inches. Yeah, so times 32 because there's 4 of them. 280 board feet of white pine right there. Now, like I said, if I were to saw that into just 4-quarter lumber, you'd be lucky to get $280 for it. So I'm going to put these on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if these will sell or not. Someone may be able to use them. They're very nice. Let's do $1.75 a board foot. $490 for those 4 beams. So divide that by 4, $122.50 a piece. I doubt that I will sell them. Who knows? But if any of you are interested in them, we can definitely do a lot better than that. Let's do $1 a foot, $280 if any of you can use them. But yeah, 14 feet long, 7.5 inches by 8 inches. For viewers of our channel, $280. For the general public, $490. Like I said, this is an experiment. If they don't sell, if nobody wants them, I can always just saw them into 4-quarter lumber and use them myself, which if I had to guess, that may be what I end up doing. I don't know. But it only took me 45 minutes or so to do that. Not too bad at all. But I want to mention something. I cut trees, into lumber, into firewood, lots of stuff like that. And I always have for a very long time. And I watched a video the other night that was just fascinating to me. And it was actually Levi's video, my son. Levi knows a lot about trees. I know a lot about cutting them into lumber, into firewood. I know pretty much all the different species that we have around here. I can just look through the woods. I know what wood is good for what type of project. I know that kind of stuff. Levi knows the whole ecosystem and how things work. And he knows a lot about invasives. And he did a video the other day. It was like 25 minutes long. I watched every minute of it. You'll have to go watch it. His channel is tied up with the Morgans. But he did a video on the Bradford pear tree. And they're illegal now in Pennsylvania. But it's very interesting. Basically, I'll give you the short story. He has way more information. There was another type of pear tree, and they were reproducing, and so they came up with the Bradford pear that was supposed to be sterile. Well, it cross-pollinated with other trees, other types of pear trees, and around our area here, every housing plan planted them. Around all the shopping centers, they planted these things, and they are just taking over everything. I had no idea, you know, but this time of year, they are flowering, and after I watched his video, that's all I see is Bradford pear trees everywhere, and they're just a trash tree. They're just garbage. He called it a lollipop type of tree, which is what they were after because they think they look nice. They go up and it looks like a lollipop. But every time there's a windstorm or an ice storm, they just fall apart. They're just trash, and they take over everything, and they don't really serve any purpose. I was actually thinking of contacting the township. I don't know if they know about this or not. I'm sure they do by now because these things are just everywhere. And what happens is they grow so thick, nothing else can come up. So you'll end up with the very little vacant ground that they have out the road there. It's just going to be all Bradford pear trees. And like, they're just a horrible idea. They are. So watch his video. He goes into it. And I'm sure if you live in the East, you have them as well. But yeah, it's kind of comical when you think about it because you know how those planning commissions go and all the engineers and landscape architects, everybody always thinks they have everything figured out. You know what I mean? Like we're the one generation that knows everything, but turns out we don't, you know. I'm sure those trees were written into plans for years, thinking it would be a good fit because they look nice and they flower and all that stuff, but they really serve no purpose, and they're actually detrimental to the ecosystem. But he goes into it in detail. But yeah, it's kind of funny how it works. I know all about lumber and firewood and that kind of stuff, and Levi is able to kind of we can help each other. He helps me to identify things that are going to be a problem that we can kind of take care of now. But imagine what the woods looked like a long time ago. You know, like here in Pennsylvania, I went over this before, we had a lot of white pine and hemlock, and they pretty much cut everything. And they built a lot of the cities in the Northeast, railroad ties. I mean, they cut everything. Just decimated the forest. The good news is that's kind of how we started getting all our hardwoods that we're known for now here in Pennsylvania. But with all this invasive stuff now, it's just ever changing. But imagine, you know, I think, what did these forests around here look like in the 1500s or the 1400s or whatever? You know what I mean? It would have been, the American chestnut trees around here were just massive, massive trees. And it's a lot different. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But it's unfortunate that we have all these invasives that we are constantly battling here. The privet, the multiflora rose, and even like the grasses, that Japanese stilt grass. It's just a constant battle. But we'll figure it out one way or another. But anyway, like I said, check out Levi's video on Tied Up with the Morgans. And I think that's about it for today's video. And if you are interested in those beams, email me, outdoorswiththemorgans@gmail.com. $280 for the general public, $490. In about 2 weeks, I'll be sawing them into 4/4 lumber. We'll see what happens. A little experiment. But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. And I will catch you on the next one.